other former science so actors in bill aha Ghana team na courtroom she tawe asemkitwa na Mr. Kisel ato Forson onu na minority leader and a former deputy minister of finance. Na adafo Mr. Kisel ato Forson case be court still omudi concerning ambulances bia omoko purchase 200 ambulance during his tenure of office as the deputy minister of finance. Na yesi ambulance near the by car no si wona near kase we ambulance wankasa unji ni say we ambulance car because near cars it yes so wa cause financial loss to the state oni engofobi na chese ye de kwedu ya bo na adofo case no omo da so didi case na sisi ano Forson su court sisi o de how abagodai your friend is attorney general Mr. Godfrey Dame na all panacho and all papa no de because baby a case ne do ni they are reaching the final judgment on Forson's case. In the plea Forson the ama attorney general any courtroom in the doctor case Forson 6 plea bargain in 2.37 million euros ambulance purchase trial. In the report by Daily Guide Network has revealed that Dr. Kesio Forson, a minority leader in parliament and former deputy finance minister, has initiated contact with the Attorney General's office with the hope of reaching a plea bargain agreement in his ongoing trial. And Dr. Forson is facing charges related to the alleged willful causing of financial loss amounting to 2.37 million euros to the state, linked to a contract to purchase 200 ambulances for the Ministry of Health, among other charges. The ambulances in question, as detailed in court documents, are described as ordinary buses lacking the necessary equipment required for ambulance operations. In the Daily Guide also indicates that the Attorney General is yet to make a decision on Dr. Forson's letter, but that decision could be read by October 12, 2023, which the case resumes before the trial court. This plea bargain offer comes after the Attorney General's office rejected a similar proposal made by counsel for Richard Jakpa, who is co-defendant in the case alongside Dr. Forson. Into the previous proposal sought to pay the CD equivalent 2 million euros in 2 installments, with a request for the return of 30 defective ambulances and the cessation of criminal prosecution for all 3 accused individuals. However, the Attorney General's office declined the proposal, citing reasons that included the incomplete restitution of the state's losses and the absence of an admission of guilt by any of the accused parties, which was deemed inconsistent with Ghana's criminal procedural laws. Okay, it's a letter we Nicole Nipa on the was as Richard Jakpa, and so it was similar letter at the command Attorney General, but the letter was rejected. Meanwhile, because you didn't tell no court, you can say guilty or not guilty. They pleaded not guilty. If you pleaded not guilty, I didn't an ultra letter. And our community, Justice Ifia Sewa Asari Buchi, a justice of the Court of Appeal acting as an additional High Court judge, ruled on June 15, 2023 to allow the trial to continue after no settlement was reached between the defense and then the prosecution. Dr. Forson's recent move towards plea bargaining reflects his attempt to avoid a full trial and the potential consequences of conviction, including imprisonment. In the eye, he wants to swerve it, of course. It's in a letter sent by Dr. Forson's legal representatives and cited by Daily Guide Network. References was made to previous proposal for the settlement, and it was indicated that there were no objections to the previous settlement terms. Into the Attorney General, in accordance with Section 35 of the Court Act, has the discretion to either accept or reject the terms of settlement proposed by the accused parties, but the ultimate decision rests with the court regarding whether or not the trial should be terminated as a result of settlement. Into the Attorney General's response to Dr. Forson's plea bargain request remained pending, with a decision expected by October 2023. I am called another issue. I see teachers threatening legal action against NTC over alleged unapproved fees and illegal point building. And teacher for and romantic that in a demand notice and notice of intention to sue. Teachers represented by Stephen, they sued the founder of Innovative Teachers and an employee of the Ghana Education Service, have raised serious concerns regarding the activities of the National Teaching Council, that is the NTC. They say the teachers allege that the NTC has been organizing workshops and collecting unapproved fees, while also engaging in illegal practices related to license renewal. Wow. NTC for workshops and now after omujiji scan was omujiji any the account omenia break say omeba ko NTC. So according to the demand notice, the NTC, which is responsible for licensing services providers and regulating the professional development of teachers, has been misleading educators about the requirement for license renewal. You see, the notice states that a letter dated August 10, 2023 from the NTC indicated that teachers could earn 6 points by attending national CPD, continuous professional development days. However, the teachers were charged 150 Ghana cedis, wow, for the 6 points, which they argue is an unapproved fee. Furthermore, the demand notice alleged that the NTC created a false impression that the professional development allowance belongs to the Ghana Education Service, when in fact it rightfully belongs to the teachers. Wow. This assertion is based on a collective bargaining agreement signed between the teachers and the Ghana Education Service. In response to the concerns raised by the teachers, the Ghana Education Service referenced a letter from the NTC and acknowledged the numerous complaints received. However, the teachers argued that the subsequent review initiated by the Ghana Education Service is illegal and cannot replace the legislative instruments required by the Education Bodies Regulatory Act 2020, that is Act 1023. Section 83 of the Act explicitly calls for a legislative instrument to guide the activities of the NTC. Therefore, near also Ghana menu education sector where you say NTC for organizing workshops and omuji scan was omuji and after you for they say it belongs to Ghana Education Service, and they are building points they are not supposed to build. They will charge 150 cedis and all that. Into almost so many will go and sue them. And therefore, I had them AC for comment in the Okimi. Na making kind of family would office no ye, see, I did Macau.